Tesla sold $936 million worth of Bitcoin in the second quarter, though. And this is pretty shocking news. Obviously, Elon Musk back here, we got him on this little poster here, has been kind of that pumper and dumper, taking over, this current bull run from John McAfee, let me say that right, from the previous bull run. He's kind of taken his slot in all of this, and his main focus has been Bitcoin and Dogecoin, and obviously Tesla, his main baby. Why did all this happen? I mean, obviously it's going to be a cash flow issue, but let's get the details. The price of Bitcoin fell about 1.7% following the news, but regained its losses after CEO Elon Musk said Tesla was open to boosting its Bitcoin exposure in the future. Electric car maker Tesla sold $936 million worth of Bitcoin, or 75% of its holdings, in the second quarter, the company reported Wednesday in its earnings report. CEO Elon Musk said during Tesla's earnings call that the company sold the majority of its Bitcoin to maximize its cash position. I can't judge here because I had a poor position with not pulling out my cash position at the right time, but at least I was mining it. At least I didn't just buy at the top and then just sell it for nothing. Like, that's crazy. All right. Given the uncertainty of the COVID lockdowns in China, he added, however, that Tesla is open to boosting its Bitcoin exposure in the future, and this should not be taken as some verdict on Bitcoin. Musk also said Tesla had not sold any of its Dogecoin. A little bit of favoritism there for that little old Doge. The price of Bitcoin fell about 1.7% to $23,300 immediately following the release of the earnings report, but rebounded to its previous levels after Musk made his comments on the earnings call. And then today, as more people find out, fell below 23,000, as right now it's sitting at 22,578. Tesla ended the second quarter with just $218 million in Bitcoin, down from $1.26 billion in the previous 3 quarters. The company held about 42,000 Bitcoin heading into the quarter, so if it sold 75% of that amount for $936 million, that would equate to an average selling price of about $29,000 per Bitcoin. Bitcoin ended the second quarter at a price of about $18,700, meaning Tesla avoided a substantial impairment charge on its holdings by selling earlier in the quarter. Tesla announced in February of 2021 it had purchased $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, a move that caused the price of Bitcoin to surge. Later in the first quarter, the company trimmed its Bitcoin position by 10%, a sale that boosted that quarter's earnings by $272 million. It had not bought or sold any more Bitcoin until the most recent announcement. The company began accepting Bitcoin as a payment for its vehicles in March of last year, but Musk reversed that decision about 6 weeks later, citing concerns about the environmental impact of mining Bitcoin, which is just a poor sight. I think also, I don't necessarily believe that. I think there's probably other ramifications as far as taxation, and obviously it's probably a lot of other regulation issues that go into big purchases with Bitcoin that were probably more the reason why. What those exactly were, I'm not too clear on, but that's what my assumption would be. Overall, for the second quarter, Tesla reported adjusted earnings per share of $2.27, beating the consensus of analyst estimates reported to fact sheet of $1.81 a share, on revenue of $16.9 billion, ahead of $16.5 billion estimate. Shares of Tesla were rising 0.7% to 746.78 in after-hours trading. A company call with analysts is scheduled for 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So, obviously, what we saw here is Mr. Elon Musk and Tesla selling off 75% of their Bitcoin, but they did so a while ago. In fact, probably causing the dump that was down to about 18,000 because they sold it as far as my understanding is before that. So, as far as it being priced into the market already, the actual act of selling the Bitcoin has been priced into the market already. The question was, will his influence when that is made public affect the price of Bitcoin? And that does obviously mean something. We did see it here just affected a little bit. It's down below 23,000 now. Is it purely because of this news? Possibly. It's hard to tell exactly, but of course, public sentiment surrounding cryptocurrency is very strong, especially as of late with the big swings up and down between 18,000 and 22,000. Now, this apparently did have some more interesting news surrounding it because Tesla's latest earnings report likely undermines the $258 billion Dogecoin lawsuit and proves Elon Musk diamond hands when it comes to the meme coin. So apparently this goes even further because while they sold Bitcoin, they didn't sell any Dogecoin. And I think that's important because here's the thing. The thing is that Musk and Tesla, they're in the middle of a lawsuit. So selling the Bitcoin they can get away with, but I think selling the Dogecoin could put them into a legal pickle, right? And so when we say Musk isn't selling Dogecoin because he believes in Dogecoin over Bitcoin, I don't necessarily think that is true, right? And let's get into that, right? So disgruntled Dogecoin investors filed a lawsuit against Elon Musk back in June, demanding the entirety of the CEO of Tesla's net worth for allegedly running a pyramid scheme. While the lawsuit already had only a slim chance of succeeding, Tesla's latest earnings report has further undermined the plaintiff's position. Excuse me. All right, so as we noted yesterday while covering Tesla's earnings release, the EV giant sold about 75% of its Bitcoin in Q2 of 22, netting $963 million in the process. While clarifying the impetus behind the sale, Elon Musk had identified the need for increased liquidity arising from uncertainty around COVID-induced lockdowns in China. Critically, Elon Musk noted that Tesla might add to its existing Bitcoin position in the future and that the company still holds all of its Dogecoin stash. The last part of the above-mentioned qualifier is of the utmost importance, vice versa the multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Elon Musk. Let's delve deeper. The lawsuit alleges that Elon Musk ran a pyramid scheme in relation to Dogecoin, recruiting his sizable social media heft and the financial prowess of Tesla and SpaceX to aid him in this endeavor. Bear in mind that over the past few months, Elon Musk has employed a variety of tactics to endorse Dogecoin, ranging from changing his Twitter profile picture to one that showcased a Doge-related meme, to tweeting Doge supporting policies such as Tesla's acceptance of the meme coin as a valid payment method for merchandise on its official website. And recently, Musk even exhorted McDonald's to start accepting Dogecoin, offering the inducement to consume a Happy Meal on live TV. Most memorably, Dogecoin had formed a new all-time high in the run-up to Elon's Saturday Night Live appearance, only to tank thereafter when Musk termed the cryptocurrency a hustle. However, the legal bar to prove a pyramid scheme is much more stringent, often requiring promises of future returns as a consideration. Regardless of his underlying motive behind endorsing Bitcoin or Dogecoin, Elon Musk has been savvy enough to never allude to the future returns in any shape or form. In fact, Musk has gone out of his way to encourage investors to look at physical forms of investment. This brings us to the crux of the matter. A pyramid scheme depends on a very high turnover, with earlier investors exiting the enterprise by utilizing the liquidity provided by newer ones. Since Tesla continues to hold all of its Dogecoin stash, it would be very difficult for the litigants to legally prove malfeasance on the part of Elon Musk. Elon Musk's tweet in May of 2021 proclaimed that Tesla had diamond hands. While that is no longer true for Bitcoin, the claim still holds for Dogecoin. Obviously, no diamond hands here. This is just legal strategy, in my humble opinion. So it would look really, really bad right now in the middle of a lawsuit to dump all the Dogecoin that they hold. So I don't think that this is a Bitcoin versus Dogecoin thing. From that perspective, all Dogecoin is at the end of the day is just a no supply cap version of Bitcoin. That's really what it is. Like, as far as processing transactions, they're both ASIC mineable. As far as the code, they're very similar. The big thing being, like I said, just the fact that it is a no supply cap. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. You can check out the full episode here or more crypto content down here. Also, I'd like you to check out my locals page at sonofatech.locals.com, where you can become a member for free or choose to be a $5 a month supporter that unlocks additional content.